This week on Council Bluffs News, academic excellence. The Council Bluffs School District makes the AP District Honor Roll. Find out what that distinction means and hear the reaction from school administrators. Hitting the slopes. We go to Mount Crescent Ski Area to see how people are enjoying the winter in the region. Campaigning Iowa. Hillary Clinton visits the campus of Iowa Western and wants to become a trend for presidential candidates gearing up for the Iowa caucus. And John Dalton joins us to talk about the upcoming River City Hunting, Fishing, RV, and Boat Expo at the Mid-America Center. That and more, all on this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Zach Harper-Blunt. The AP District Honor Roll Award is an annual accolade given out to schools that increase the access to advanced placement courses or classes that count as college credit on top of students maintaining a score of at least a 3 on AP exams. The Council Bluffs Community School District has met this criteria and because of that was named to this prestigious list. The announcement came as a shock.
I found out completely by surprise by opening an email.
One that named CB Schools as one of the districts being honored for success in the classroom.
Advanced Placement has done this for 6 years in a row, and what they try to do is recognize school districts that increase the number of students who take advanced placement classes. And at the same time, the district maintains the same success rate or increases it.
And they have. Since 2013, the district has increased the number of students taking the test that qualifies them to enroll in AP classes from 113 to 144 students.
I took the regular classes for physics and chemistry, and so I got kind of a basis, but I wanted to know a little bit more. So I decided to go to AP, so that way I can learn a little bit more about each of the subjects.
The increase in students' interest to push themselves academically has helped raise the number of tests with a score of 3 or more from 73 to 95 and see a bump in the percentage of students passing the exam as well.
I'd say that I want to be in a challenging environment with students. I would get bored otherwise. I don't want to be sitting in the class and not feel like I have to be there all the time.
And with the want for a challenge, students like Josh and Paige haven't limited themselves to just one AP course.
I have taken AP US History,
All the AP Sciences,
AP Calculus, AP Calculus 2,
and AP Gov Test, despite not taking the class, which was okay.
I think there's another one, but I cannot remember what it is.
Council Bluffs Schools is just one of 3 districts in the area that made the honor roll. The others being from Nebraska, with Millard and Elkhorn school districts making it as well.
I have some friends who go to Millard, and there's lots of other schools who kind of get this, I don't want to say all the time, and we don't, we do awesome things here and sometimes don't get the recognition for it. So it's good to have something that's compatible across, the whole U.S. to be able to say, we did it.
An obvious key to the students' success in the classroom, the teachers.
I think it's not only important to reflect off of what I've done, but also what our teachers have done.
If you struggle, they spend a lot of time after school and before school making sure that you understand what's going on.
And although the recognition and awards like these are validation for the CB School District, the goal is to continue the growth of the academic experience for their students.
Well, we're going to continue to celebrate the success we have. We need to let all of the students know about the success. In Iowa, 8 districts won them, but we were the only district on this side of the state, so we're in really good company and we're very pleased about that.
A total of 425 schools across the U.S. and Canada were named to the honor roll. The 7 other Iowa schools named to the list are based primarily around the Des Moines area. Bridal University hosts its Wedding Essentials show at the Mid-America Center Sunday, January 10th. Put on for those engaged over the holiday season, the 5-hour event gives attendees an opportunity to look at dress and tux options, reception areas, and other wedding day needs.
They like the fact that they can visit with the exhibitors. Everybody's really big on the internet, but they like the fact that they can sit down and meet the people that they're actually going to be doing business with. It's a very important day, and people spend a lot of money on it. And so they like getting to know the people that they're working with.
Bridal University holds 2 shows at the MAC each year. The next one is scheduled to take place in October. If you'd like to learn more, you can visit weddingessentials.com. In news around the Bluffs, another presidential candidate makes a stop on the campus of Iowa Western. Hillary Clinton visits the Student Center on Tuesday, January 5th. The former First Lady spoke to the crowd of around 600, touching on topics that include the economy and climate change. With the Iowa caucuses coming up on February 1st, tours through the state from presidential candidates have been a regular occurrence.
You need to be informed and know what they're running on, because then you can see if their ideas match with yours, and if they don't, then you might not have the right candidate to vote for.
This is Clinton's second stop in the area in just a matter of a few months. She joins a list of candidates that are running for president that have come through the Council Bluffs area since October, including a number of big names you've seen on network television. Surely this list will continue to grow in the coming weeks. The Council Bluffs Police Department adds new members to its staff. The CBPD swore in 6 new officers on Monday, January 4th. The ceremony took place at City Hall in front of friends, family, and also those they'll be serving with. Some of the sworn in come with a previous background in law enforcement, while one has served overseas in Kuwait.
They're the next generation of kids that are coming into our department. They're the ones that are going to be serving in uniform patrol and hopefully investigation someday and taking care of the citizens in our community.
2 of the filled positions were available due to retirement. Kyle Cordy comes in from the Fort Dodge Police Department, and Taylor Coffey from the Glenwood Police Department. They'll begin serving immediately. The other 4 newly sworn-in officers will begin training shortly. Those are Michael Brown coming from the La Vista Police Department, Adam Gow from the Shelby County Sheriff's Department, Zachary Milner will get his first law enforcement experience coming out of South Dakota State, and Hillary Schrage joins that force after serving a tour in Kuwait for the Iowa National Guard. And wrapping up news around the Bluffs, the city reveals a plan to protect its trees from a threat smaller than a penny. The Parks and Rec Department unveiled a plan to treat as ash trees in preparation of the emerald ash borer. The strategy involves ranking trees on a point system, determining what needs to be done with the tree. Once this plan becomes active, the city says it can save 97% of Council Bluffs ash trees.
The short-term effects is we will be removing 30 of our worst ash trees in the city, starting here this winter. And then this spring, the community can expect the city to begin treatments of our healthiest ash trees.
The benefits of ash trees range from increased air quality to electricity conservation and property value. If you'd like to learn more about the city's plan, more information is available at councilbluffseab.com. Coming up on Council Bluffs News, a visit to Mount Crescent. We take a trip to the local ski area to get an idea why people love coming to this local attraction. And John Dalton joins us in our in-studio interview to talk about the upcoming River City Expo coming to the Mid-America Center. We'll be right back.
We kind of started out 15 years ago as just something to kind of get the kids involved in some outdoor activities, and over the 15 years the thing has just grown into something that basically
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
I wouldn't have been at this ceremony if I hadn't been at this ceremony first. Unfortunately, nearly 30% of U.S. high school students aren't making it to graduation. And every one of us, every parent, every friend, and neighbor, has the responsibility to provide the support and encouragement they need to make it through. because we all need to see a lot more of these pictures.
That's low, that's low. That's low and below.
Look, he's blushing.
Seriously.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council of Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council of Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. Now she's holding on for dear life.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Create new opportunities and expand your knowledge with Iowa Western's continuing and career education.
It was really intimidating to go back to school, but Iowa Western made me really feel like I could do it.
Our goal is to help students achieve success from education to employment.
Learn more, including information on extra benefits for Iowa residents at iwcc.edu/continuing_education.
Hello and welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Zach Harper-Blunt, joined in studio by John Dalton, the show promoter for the River City Hunting, Fishing, RV, and Boat Expo coming to the Mid-America Center this week. And John, thank you for joining us in studio.
Thanks for having us.
And like I just mentioned, the expo is coming up this weekend. Can you talk a little about what it is?
Yeah, this is something that's in our 15th year, sponsored by our local chapter of Pheasants Forever. We kind of started out 15 years ago. It was just something to kind of get the kids involved in some outdoor activities, and over the 15 years, the thing has just grown into something that basically takes over about 85,000 square feet of the Mid-America Center.
And has it always been at the Mid-America Center?
Yes, ever since day one.
It's just kind of started in smaller halls and just eventually just grew.
Okay, we started in the ballroom, went to the boat hall and the ballroom, the arena's full, and now we've got the whole second floor full with the gun show.
Oh, wow. I imagine there's a lot of vendors that'll be at this show, though.
We'll have over 100 displayers there, everything from resorts to crafts to fishing and hunting equipment. We have some things for the ladies there, jewelry and that type of thing, crafts. We pride ourselves in having something for everybody, the kids, moms, and the dads.
And like you just mentioned a little bit ago, it started 15 years ago just trying to get kids interested in going outside. Can you kind of talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, you know, kids nowadays seem to be engrossed with smartphones and video games and that type of thing, and we're an outdoor organization, and we were told that we were missing a whole generation of young people involved in the outdoors, and we said, let's try to do something about that. So that was kind of the basis of this show starting, and from there it's just gone to seed, and this weekend we'll expect over 10,000 people through there in 3 days.
Oh, wow, and there's probably a lot of people helping you with this event too.
Yeah, it takes about 30 people to put this on, and the thing about it is everybody that works there is a volunteer.
Oh, wow.
Nobody's getting paid for anything. We have people that come down there and work all 3 days, and all they get is a big thank you.
And from people that have come to the expo over the years, what are some of the things they've told you about how they like it?
Well, you know, I wander around through the audience, and nobody has a clue who I am, what I do, you know, and it's always interesting. We'll have people there from 5 or 6 different states.
Oh, wow.
A lot of times it's just people passing through that have heard it on the radio or something, and they want to stop and see what's going on. And it seems like when people come to this thing, the families will come, they'll spend 4 or 5 hours going through stuff, and it's amazing what piques their interest.
And before we wrap this up, where's some place where people can get more details about the expo?
We have a website that's on the Mid-America Center. It's also on pheasantsforever.com. The newspapers and all the radio stations are advertising it. Tickets are pretty reasonable. They're $9 for adults and $3 for kids. And we got $1 off coupons. And there's a lot of those tickets available at local vendors around the area.
All right, John, thank you for joining us here in studio today.
Thanks so much for having us. We appreciate it.
Stay tuned. More Council Bluffs news coming up right after the break.
Bluffs Recycling Center, we're proud of the effort our community makes to help keep Council Bluffs beautiful by participating in our curbside recycling program. Here are some tips to make sure your recyclables are accepted. If you're confused about plastics, we can help. Numbers 1 through 5 plastic food and beverage containers are acceptable. Usually the recycling triangle and the number inside are located on the bottom of containers. Items we don't take include numbers 6 and 7 plastics, styrofoam, or bags of any sort, although we encourage recycling plastic bags inside local grocery stores. Please be sure to check the calendar in our annual mailer or on our website to find out what items will be picked up each week. Blue Week items for your curbside bin include paper, cardboard, and glass containers. Green Week items for your curbside bin include plastic food and beverage containers, tin and aluminum containers, and tin foil. Thank you for helping us keep Council Bluffs beautiful.
Get your ass up. You're not in here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to him hard.
No. Ow.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
When the cold winter months roll around, most people run for blankets and warm heaters. But some welcome this weather because it means snow, skiing, and snowboarding. While Colorado is a popular choice for these activities, Mount Crescent, just outside Council Bluffs, gives local snowboarders a chance to enjoy a favorite activity only a short trip away. Cold temps, snow, and snowboarding. It's on display at Mount Crescent Ski Area.
Just been snowboarding, just going off with my friends, hitting the greens, taking it easy. At least once a year.
First time ever being out here too. We're planning to go to Colorado here this next winter.
Today, our 3 children are here for the developmental skiing program for children. They're very excited about it. They've always been very excited about it. We've been basically counting down to when the Devo programs started for this year. And they started asking after the first snow of the season.
What's the slopes been like so far today for you?
Pretty good, other than a couple spots been icy.
How are you liking it so far?
So far, like I said, it's a really nice facility. I'm from Lincoln, and coming into Iowa, you don't really think there's any like hills or mountains set up for snowboarding, but it's actually really nice.
To be able to hop in the car, drive here a half an hour from Omaha, and be on the hill skiing is great for our kids who are not very patient for a 10-hour drive to Colorado. And when they are patient for that sort of drive, we'll still come here to warm up before we go out.
What would you say to people if they have never been here before?
I would tell them that the The hill is easy but fun, that there's no lines, no waiting. You can get up and down the hill many, many times in one day, and so it's worth coming out.
It's always worth giving it a try. Always try something new. Yeah, you might fall on your butt a few times, but for the experience that I've had from it and catching on to it only after about 10 runs, it's well worth trying.
On what seems to be another cold winter day in Iowa, it's another day of fun for these folks at Mount Crescent Ski Area. Mount Crescent is open Wednesday through Sundays. If you'd like more information about the ski area, the website is skicrescent.com. Still to come on Council Bluffs News, there are plenty of furry friends that would love to go home with you. We'll take a trip to the Midlands Humane Society to meet some of them in our Pets of the Week. And we'll wrap things up with a look at our weekly events calendar.
Jack Frost, you do have beautiful teeth.
My what?
Are they really as white as they say? Yes. Oh, they really do sparkle like freshly fallen snow. This is an excellent example of what teeth should look like. Check out the iridescence of that incisor, the beauty of that bicuspid, the magnificence of those molars. And the best way to achieve such terrific teeth is brushing. 2 minutes, twice a day. Not 30 seconds, not a minute 45. 2 minutes. That's all it takes. They're beautiful.
You make me wear my bike helmet. You taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change. Let's go!
To the Batmobile. Dang it.
To the invisible jet.
Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women. I could use your help. Yeah! Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Hello, I'm Terry Gatch Mills, and welcome into Pets of the Week. Our first dog we have here is named Lacey. She's a Wire Terrier mix, and her file number is 18594. She's 3 years old. She's a great dog. She's great on a leash. She's very sweet. She'd be a wonderful starter dog for a young family. She's good with kids, scared of cats, but she is a very sweet dog. Again, Lacey's file number is 18594. Our next little sweetie is named Hershey, and her file number is 18468. She's a 7-year-old rat terrier. She came in as an owner surrender. Her owners could no longer care for her. As you can see, she's a sweet dog. She's a little bit nervous. And we are working on a potty training issue. She seems to have been allowed to go in the house, so she's never learned to potty. We are training her on at least getting her to go on a potty pad so that you could, if you have a small apartment or something, she'd be the perfect little dog. Again, Hershey's file number is 18468. This is sweet little Leo. Our kitten season is still ongoing. We've got quite a few kittens that are all spayed and neutered. Leo's file number is 18258, and he's a very curious little kitten. He's a lot of fun, loves to play, loves his toys. He's right now in a cat colony with 3 other kittens and seems to really love it. He's a lot of fun, he's energetic, and again, his file number is 18258, and his name is Leo. Our next kitten's name is Lainey. She's also 5 weeks old, and she is in the kitten colony with Leo and his friends. And Lainey's file number is 18260. She's a sweet little kitten. She came in as a stray with a batch of kittens. She's very nice, very curious. Not too playful yet. She's getting to know her other kittens in her colony. She's got some beautiful markings. She's got a short coat of orange and white. And if you're interested in any of the pets that you've seen today, please come down to Midlands Humane Society at 1020 Railroad Avenue in Council Bluffs.
Now time for our weekly events calendar. The Western Historic Trail Center hosts the 13th Annual Extreme Winterfest Bike Ride Saturday, July 16th. It begins at 11 a.m. and participants will be able to enjoy a 3-mile ride on riverfront trails. It's free to the public and more details are available at councilbluffsia.gov. Winter Jam comes to the Mid-America Center January 21st and will feature headliners for King & Country, Matthew West, and Crowder. Doors open at 6, the pre-jam party show at 6:45. Tickets are $10 and more details are available at 2016.jamtour.com. And the Mid-America Center will also host River City Classic Gymnastics January 23rd through the 24th. It'll feature level 3 through 10 gymnastics with clubs from Minnesota, Kansas, Nebraska, and Iowa. Tickets begin at $5 for students and $10 for adults, and more details are available at rivercitygymclassic.com. Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. CBTV is always looking for your feedback. You can send questions or comments to cbtv at iwcc.edu. Call 712-325-3312, or you can find us on social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter. Just search CBTV17. Remember to keep it here for the latest scores and updates for local sports in your community by tuning in to the Bluff Sports Zone with JJ Davis. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Zach Harper-Blunt.